Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are fine. Our today's topic for discussion is a lesson Love Across the Salt Desert, written by Kike N. Daruwala. This is lesson number 11 of 12th class English Channel 2nd. In today's lesson we will be discussing the summary of this lesson, and we will also discuss the theme of the lesson. Now let us start. Summary. Dear students, Love Across the Salt is a beautiful love story based on the theme that true love transcends all barriers like culture, religion, caste, color, and creed. It depicts a union between two lovers despite their hailing from two opposite sides of the international border between India and Pakistan, two hostile countries. Dear students, the story bears its title not only because of the fact that the soul and the main avenue of the entire dramatic action is the Thar or Kutch Desert, known for its salt lagoon, but also for other reasons like it is being the hottest desert in the subcontinent and as such no not too easy not so easy to cross unaided. It is being devoid of water bodies, it is being checkered by mirages, and also because of it is being guarded by park rangers on one side and BSF personnel from their watchtowers from the other side. Needless to mention that salt is a symbol standing for a harsh and inhospitable nature. Najab, a reticent and diffident budding youth from Khawda, run of Kutch, is captivated by the peerless and bewitching beauty of Fatima, a Kolo seller's daughter. Fatima is a Kolo seller's daughter from Sindh, the Pakistan side of desert referred to as Hur, and elopes with Najab. None of the lovers spare even a moment's thought to petty consideration like nationality, linguistic barrier, parental permission, etc. They are not even deterred by the danger of crossing the inhospitable and dangerous desert unaided illegally. To start with, Najab is introduced as a different, strangely introverted youth with dreamy eyes, notorious for blushing even at the mere mention of a girl. Despite his being only 20 years of age, he had trudged across the desert with his father Aftab as smuggler 4 times and knew everything about the desert and was confident enough of crossing the desert alone if so needed. Fatima, a paragon of beauty, the daughter of Pakistani Kolo seller, a witty old smuggler, being under pressure of marrying Mahfouz Ali, a far off relative with extremely slurred speech, was taken by innocent and all smiling face of the young Najab who had come to stay at her house during his fourth illegal trip across the desert. Having failed to elicit even a word from Najab in the morning, she did receive a positive response from him in the evening, thus brings about a sea change in his personality. Najab, after falling in love with Fatima, turned out to be a Daredevil, as for his return to Cauda, he shipped away alone with his camel Allah Rakha, determining to bring back Fatima as his father's daughter-in-law. He braved all the perils and dangers during his desert odyssey. His daughter, his daring was crowded. His daring was crowned with success when he finally stepped onto the Khawda soil with Fatima bearing in torrential rains, which ended with 3 years of death-dealing drought, and thus bringing relief and new lease of life to Khawdans, who in return welcomed Fatima with open arms as a bringer of joy to them. Now, theme of love across the salt desert. Dear students, Love Across the Salt Desert is a romantic love story focused on the idea that true love transcends all barriers such as culture, place, race, color, and creed. It portrays union between two lovers despite their hailing from two opposite sides of the Indian-Pakistan international border. Two violent nations. There may be many obstacles and problems in the way of true lovers, but their love wins the day after all. Najab, an Indian boy, falls in love at first sight with a beautiful Pakistani girl named Fatima. She is engaged to be married to another man called Mahfouz Ali. She does not want to marry him. She gets ready to elope with Najab to India. They have to face a lot of hazards. They have to face the guns of the Pakistani Rangers, but they succeed in their mission. Thus, the story clearly shows that true love does not yield to any pressure, and it is above everything. This story also presents the truth of the developments in no man's land near international border. The message conveyed through the story is that there are enemies of nation who do illegal trade and trespass the borders with smuggling, toxins, banned drugs, tranquilizers, and false currency, thus indulging in destroying the innocent lives of people. In this story, Najab, a young man from India in Peronia, trespasses the border while following his father and fellow villagers. Illegal acts and crosses over the border with mixed intentions and luckily comes back to alive. Thank you very much.